Well, hello, y'all. Welcome to Mrs. Dyer Family Farm, Deana. And I am doing a collaboration today. It's called Wild Game November 2024. And Mrs. Christine at Mrs. Gillum Farms is the one that has so kindly put this collaboration on. So if you guys have not checked out her channel, I encourage you to do so, as well as anybody else doing a part of this collaboration. There's 20 different channels that's cooking this month, November 2024, for this collaboration. It's going to be awesome. Christine did venison enchiladas last night. Oh, they looked wonderful. And so my recipe today, and I've never made this before, so I pray it turns out good. It looked good. Is going to be Mongolian venison. So I have just started my rice in the rice cooker right here. I'm sorry if I make y'all dizzy. I'm kind of all over the place today. So my white rice is going here. And the first thing we're going to do with this venison is we're going to velvet. I believe that's the word for it, velvet it. And by doing that, we're going to soak it in baking soda and water for 15 minutes. Now I've got my baking soda in my bowl. I'm going to pour some water in here. And I want to say it was 2.5 cups. Close enough. Now I need a spoon so I can stir that up. Stir that up. And I've already sliced up my venison into very thin or thin pieces. Anyway, we're going to put that in here. And I'm just kind of stirring it around. Sorry, the camera's not picking that up. But just kind of making sure and it's all combined and submerged in the water. This is for us, and so I'm okay if I use my fingers. I think Jack is. My hands are clean. We're going to set a timer. We're going to leave that for 15 minutes. Now I'm going to go over the rest of my ingredients that I have for this recipe, and I will post the recipe down in the description of the video. So I have scallions, red bell pepper, I have soy sauce. I didn't have enough soy sauce, so I also used Bragg's amino acids. Same thing, we use a lot of Bragg's instead of soy sauce. My brown sugar is kind of cakes and clumps, but it'll work. I did not have sesame seed, but I had everything bagel seasoning, and I think this will work fine for us. I have cloves of garlic that I have minced. I did not have scallions with the green tops. I just bought the bulb scallions. So we're going to do chives that have been freeze dried. It's for garnish anyway. And I did not have fresh ginger, but I have freeze dried ginger. And then I have red pepper flakes, coarse Celtic sea salt, cornstarch, of course, black pepper, and then we need vegetable oil which I don't have enough of, so we're going to use avocado oil to fry our steaks in, and rice in the rice cooker, and water, more water. I think that's it. So we're still waiting on this for 15 minutes. I don't know if I didn't mention it earlier. This is baking soda in the water that we're velveting this steak in. That's supposed to make it more tender. Now I used venison roast. You can use backstrap. Whatever it is you use, you just want to use a good choice meat. They'll be tender when you eat it. I think it'll be fabulous. While I'm waiting on this for 15 minutes, we're going to go ahead and get our oil coming to temperature. And I'm going to bring a couple of inches of oil to, I think it's 3. I got to look. Now, when this 15 minutes is up, though, we're going to strain this, rinse it, and then dry it on a paper towel. It is called velvet, the steaks. And it is 1.5 teaspoons baking soda to 1.25 cups of cold water. Then we're going to rinse it and pat it dry with a paper towel. Then we're going to season them with salt and pepper and coat them with cornstarch. Yes, we're going to bring this vegetable oil to 375 degrees. I need to get me a thermometer. I did not have enough vegetable oil, so I'm using avocado oil because avocado has a higher, what do you call that? Heat point. Put a thermometer on here. We're going to look for 375. We've got 9 minutes left on the timer. And let's see what else we can do. So we're going to need some salt and pepper. So while I'm waiting on this to finish, what I'm going to do, since my brown sugar is in a clump, I'm going to go ahead and add that to my water and let it be dissolving. And then I'm going to add my soy sauce in with that. This may take a while. It's hard as a rock. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mix my soy sauce with the water and the brown sugar. I've combined my ginger and my red pepper flakes. I'm going to turn this oil up a little bit because it's not heating real quick. Okay, I need to rinse this meat in a colander, and then I'm going to pat it dry. I'm going to take you over to my other countertop for that. I'm seasoning my steak with salt and pepper. I patted it dry. I don't think I've patted it near as dry as I should have, but and I think I'm gonna put it in another bowl and toss it with some cornstarch. Sprinkle it with some cornstarch. So I have just a little bit of meat here. I'm doing this in cycles. And I'm just going to put some cornstarch on there and toss it around. And then I'm going to drop them in here and cook them. And then I'm going to drain this on my rack over a pan. Well, it smells good, y'all. So in the meantime, while that's cooking, I'm going to get another skillet going with my bell pepper, my onions, and some olive oil. And I'm going to do this over medium high heat. So now I'm going to add my onions. It's not quite hot. It'll be okay. And my bell pepper. Turn it up a little bit more. I'm going to try a piece of this little meat. It's good. Good. I think this burner is about to go out. I'm just going to cook this bell pepper and onion until it's tender. In the meantime, I'm going to continue cooking my venison. Okay, these bell peppers and onions are tender enough now. I'm going to add my garlic and my red pepper flakes and my ginger, my freeze-dried ginger. Now, I might need to add more ginger. We'll see. Now I'm going to add the water, the soy sauce, and the brown sugar to this mixture. I'm going to turn it up because I need it to thicken. Boy, I can smell that ginger. Woo, smells good. I like ginger. This says I need to let this simmer for 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to make a slurry of cold water and cornstarch. Let's do 6 teaspoons of water. That's 6. Okay, can I get a teaspoon? So I can Get my, it's okay. Okay, and I'm going to do equal parts of cornstarch. I'm going to add this to my vegetables, my soy sauce mix. This will help thicken that up. I'm going to taste this to see if it's got enough ginger in it. That's good. Perfect. I'm going to put my venison in my mixture here of my red bell pepper, my onions, scallions, and my sauce, and let it cook for 3 minutes, and it will be perfect. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To think I didn't used to like venison. I will tell you, I did double this recipe. So if you follow the recipe, don't think you're going to get this much out of one single recipe. I doubled it. Mm. My mouth is watering, y'all. Now, since my chives are freeze dried, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle them on here so they can have a chance to get some moisture back in them. And then we can save this sesame seed, everything bagel seasoning for the very end before we garnish it on the plate. Okay, y'all. I'm going to scoop me up a sample. And then my darling dear husband and I are going to have some dinner. Mongolian venison. It's so tender you can cut it with a fork. Mm. You know, that's fabulous. I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Appreciate you following along with me. And go and check out all the wild game November 2024 recipes that we are putting together in this collaboration through Miss Christine Gillum over at Christine Miss Gillum Farms. Thank y'all for joining me today. May God bless you. See you next time.